Hi, my songbirds. It's me, Lyric, and I wanted to do my freaking video outside because I've been inside all day. I'm outside my house. I'm not in public. I'm not surrounded by anyone. It's literally just me. The closest person is my neighbor, and he's all the way across the damn street, so I don't even think he can see me. But I've been stuck in the house all day. I did some gardening. I planted some strawberries, some carrots, some lettuce, some herbs have been planted. I'm still not even done with half of my goddamn gardening that I want to do. I have collards and cauliflower that I want to put down, but I need soil. I ran out of soil, so I'm just waiting until I get paid again to get the soil. Okay, that's enough of that boring shit. I'm going to talk to you about the death card. I know I didn't realize just how scary the death card was until I actually talked to someone who was like, no, I don't mess with tarot because of the death card in there. And I was like, I'm more scared of the tower card. The tower card means something's about to change, and it's going to change very abruptly, and it's going to change, and it's going to be painful. It's going to be sudden. It's going to be a very sudden change. Like, you're going to feel like the world is falling apart around you. Versus the death card, it's about changes coming, but it's a necessary change. It's like something you kind of knew was coming anyway, but you were ignoring it because you didn't want it to change. So the death card doesn't mean someone's gonna die. It means something's about to come to an end, but not necessarily you are gonna die or someone you know is gonna die. It means usually it means like if you're in a relationship with somebody, it's telling you, hey, you guys are not evolving. You're not going to the next step, you know? And then in certain cases, it can, if you see the death card and you are in a relationship that's doing really well, like say for instance, your relationship is doing awesome, you guys are great, you guys are in sync with each other, it could also mean engagement is coming because once again, the death card is about change. It's about something's about to come to an end. So your boyfriend girlfriend relationship might end and you might end up becoming husband and wife. New beginnings. That's what the death card means. It means something's going to come to an end and something new is about to come forth from that ending. It's not always bad. It only becomes bad when you try to force yourself to keep the same way. You're not changing. You're fighting to keep the change from happening. So of course you end up dealing with an unfulfilled relationship. Like, honestly, some people stay in relationships not because they love the person, but because it's easier to keep them. It's convenient. You get people who stay because it's convenient. And I got it. Some people just don't like being alone. I've dealt with a guy like that before where he straight up told me, I don't like being alone. And I'm like, well, that sucks to be you. I don't know what to tell you because I'm not about to take you back just because you don't like to be alone. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm still young. I'm still young. I can pull other dudes. So good luck. See you around. That's my mindset about certain things like that. But not everyone thinks like that. I got lucky. I got married to a guy who accepted me for everything I am. But not everyone's going to find someone who does that. So they're going to go through those F boys and those F girls. I'm sorry. I'm outside. So everything's trying to eat me alive, but I don't want to go back in the house right now. So I'm sitting outside my freaking front porch, just standing here in the grass to ground myself. I'm outside in the grass, looking at my plants grow, because I planted some stuff. But yeah. So like I said, I would rather have death card because that could be the death card in the reading. Depending on what you ask, can either be it could be actually a good card. It can mean a pregnancy. Yeah, exactly. It can mean a pregnancy is coming because, like I said, the end of you being a normal woman with no kids could become the beginning of you becoming a mother. The end of a relationship could be you guys aren't going to be boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. You're going to be husband and wife. That's what if you're in a happy, real good relationship, this card is actually a good omen. You want to see this card. in this relationship, in this reading. Now, if you're in a shitty relationship and you know it's a shitty relationship, because you're going to know it's a shitty relationship, you're not happy, you're constantly arguing, you're bringing up shit from the past that should have been left in the past. If you see this card, it means you probably should just let it go. Because if you don't let it go, it's going to let go for you. So in other words, you could get broken up with, and you're gonna think, oh my goodness, the death card is so evil. No, it warned you. If you don't let go, if you don't change, everything's gonna happen regardless. You can't stop it. It's gonna be painful, it's gonna be traumatic almost, but you can't stop it. It's going to happen. Where the Tower card is more like, you don't really, some people, they go into denial mode. So with people who refuse to let go, and then there's people who are just in straight denial. That's what I feel like the Tower card is for. It's for people who are in denial and refuse to admit anything. Everything is peachy. They have their alcohol glasses on. Everything is wonderful. If you ever played We Happy Few, they take that pill. I'm doing a video. They take that pill that makes everything look happy and rose colored. Yeah, that's what the Tower card comes in and kind of just kicks your ass. That's what that does. The Tower card just literally kicks your ass. It kicks the pill right out of your stomach onto the ground and forces you to see the real world and for what it really is, and tells you, damn well this isn't what it's supposed to be. So stop playing. So that's where. So that's what that card is. I got that card once in a reading, and when I got the Tower card once in a reading, I was like, "What the hell? What's going on? What are you talking about? And I ended up losing. Not losing, but I ended up quitting my job because I used to be a mechanic, a lube technician, and I'm like, next thing I know, my job goes through a major boss change. The original boss, I was making $800 a week because I was hourly. The new boss popped in and he turned everyone to flat rate. If you don't know what flat rate means I don't get paid unless I'm touching and working on a car. If I work 8 hours a day and only get one car, and that one car only had me do an hour's worth of work, I only made 1 hour's worth of work of money. So 8 hours, I only get paid for 1 hour. That's flat rate for me. And that's where a lot of the dealerships, according to some of the I went to, were going to. They weren't doing hourly anymore. They were doing flat rate. And to me, that's the biggest fucking scam I think I've ever heard. Because at the end of the day, if we have, say for instance, coronavirus, with this whole goddamn sickness going on, right? If the business slows down, we don't get paid. We're just standing there. And I feel so bad for my friends who are still mechanics, because they're sitting there waiting for cars to come through, and it's competitive. You'll have one dealership that I went to, the old heads, I call them the ancients. They weren't trying to share. They weren't trying to teach us too much, because they knew for a fact that one day we were going to take a lot of their money from them. That's how they made their money, so they couldn't really teach us a lot of this stuff, because if we learned it, guess what? That's money coming out of their pocket that could have stayed to them. So it was flat rate was not fun. So I went from making $800 a week, and when I moved over to flat rate, I made $300 a week. And it didn't help that the new boss shrunk the freaking size of how many appointments we could take, because he was trying to figure out what the original boss did. So he shortened the appointments. And we went from making 50 to 100 appointments down to 30 to 15 appointments. And we're sitting here like, what do you mean we're only at like 5 appointments? So we get 15 appointments. 10 of those appointments are going over to the ancients for engine replacement or motor mount replacement or stuff that we don't technically know how to do yet. And the ancients aren't teaching us how to do it yet, because they realize, oh crap, we can't afford to give them this stuff. And I'm like, well, this ain't gonna work, because I need to go somewhere else. So I left that dealership and went to another dealership, that dealership lied about how many people they were getting. And mind you, this all in the course of a couple of months. So I stayed at one dealership for a year, and I actually missed working at that dealership because everybody was cool there except one. Left that dealership because they went to flat rate, and I couldn't survive on $300 a week. Moved over to the second dealership. They lied about how many customers were coming through. They were like, "Oh, we'll pay you $19 an hour." And we're booked, we're bogged down, we need all the help we can get. You'll make that in no time. Get to this dealership, I'm like, okay, cool, all right, that's fine, that's perfect. Get to this goddamn on dealership, I'm making 40 hours for 2 weeks. I could make 40 hours in a week in my first dealership when we had customers. It was so bad, I worked 6 hours and only made 1 hour back. 6 hours. They had no idea what they were doing. No idea. The guy in charge didn't know what was happening. He was changing the hours to the point where on Saturdays we were staying until like 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. And we're like, why are you doing that? Just lengthen the time during the week. So instead of closing at 6, close at 8, Monday through Friday. So that way we could have our freaking Saturdays and our Sundays. Nah. Couldn't do that. Nope. He wanted to lengthen Saturdays out. So instead of getting out on a half day like 1, he's pushed it down to like 6, almost a whole full work day. So I'm working Monday through Saturday with only Sunday off, trying to make money at a dealership that didn't even know how to advertise. 1, I had more followers on Facebook and Instagram than they did. And that's not, you're a dealership. What are you doing? Right? So that's one of the problems that I had with that dealership. And then I was like, okay, look, I need more money. Can I get on parts? Long story short, that didn't work out. I ended up leaving that spot after 3 months. I can't even put that store on my damn resume because I didn't stay there for a year. I only stayed there for like 3 months. That's how bad it was. They were going through so many changes, but they didn't know how to implement them correctly. Leave that spot, go to another spot. And mind you, I pulled the tower card. Everything's changing. Everything's falling apart. My husband had lost his job. He got another one. Then that job told him, hey, we might not have your position is about to go kaput. We're about to take your position and make it go bye-bye. So 2 jobs he done lost, right? And I'm sitting here panicking because his paycheck is what's paying for everything in the house, pretty much. Yeah, my little check that I was bringing in as a mechanic was helping, but not nearly as enough as not as much as he was technically the breadwinner. I helped with the small shit like groceries and small bills. So now my breadwinner is jobless. I'm running around with the head cut off like a chicken, trying to find a job that's going to pay me enough to at least pay for the rent, and they're lying about how many customers are coming through. Once again, the tower card, tower card warned me. Everything that you did, everything you're trying to hold on to, I'm about to get away from you. And I sat here, I'm like, what did I do? Like, what the hell am I holding on to? And it took me a while to realize I was holding on to this goddamn mechanic job. I became a mechanic because I thought, well, here goes another one. Here goes a train, sorry. I became a mechanic because I thought I was too stupid to do anything else. That's all I knew was mechanic work. Really? Why? Why you do this right now? Okay, hold on. Seriously? Oh my God, this is a long train, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I became a mechanic because I thought I was too stupid to do anything else. I'm gonna be realistic here. When I joined the military, I was a generator mechanic. I was a 91 Delta. And then I got out after 5 years, and freaking all I knew was mechanic. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna become a mechanic in the civilian world. Yeah, no problem. Freaking I become a mechanic, And they're like, you need to buy your own tools. Okay, how do I buy my own damn tools? Oh, go on the Snap-on truck and the Matco truck, spend a couple of $1,000s, go into debt, and then pay them back during your with your paycheck. First of all, I'm not making enough to pay this dude back, and there's gonna be weeks where I don't have enough to pay him back, right? And I had to buy my own impact. I had to buy my own wrenches, my own damn sockets, my own damn ratchets. I got $1,000, $1,700 worth of crap in my tools, goddamn it, in my damn garage right now that I won't be able to use until something happens to the car. Because I pretended that I was because I told myself I wanted to be a mechanic. Because that's what I want to be. I want to be a mechanic. No, I didn't want to be a mechanic. I thought I was too stupid to do anything else. So I went to mechanic work. The tower card said, bet, say less. So you want to be stubborn? Okay, we gonna be stubborn. So the last job I went to, I got fired. And they said it was because you were on your phone. My boss was like, oh, somebody complained about you being on your phone. And I'm like, damn well it was you. But that's a whole nother story. But like I said, that's the tower card. When everything feels like it's falling apart, that's what the tower card does. The death card is similar, but in the sense that you already knew that this was going to come to an end, versus the tower card where I was in denial the whole point of time. I was in denial. I was a mechanic. That's what I wanted to be. That's what I wanted to do, even though I had no plans at all to own a shop, to work on people's. I didn't even like working on folks' cars. Every time my neighbor came over, you want to help me work on my car? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, I would love to work on your car. No, and damn well I didn't. I didn't want to work on his damn car. I didn't work on nobody's car. I wanted to go home. I wanted to stay in my house all day and not look at a goddamn car. But that was me being in denial. And it took the tower card to tell me you're in fucking denial. But I'm about to snatch you though. I'm about to yoke your neck though. While the death card, if I pulled the death card, I knew for a fact. That's when I would know, okay, yeah, I don't want to be a mechanic. I want to be something else. So I'm no longer a mechanic. I have no interest in going back into mechanic work. I found a job that's actually much better. I'm hoping it's much better. And I'm just hoping, I'm gonna listen to my body from now on. I'm gonna stop being in denial about certain things. I'm learning. I'm doing a lot of shadow work. I'm writing down in my journals everything that, whenever I get pissed, I write it down, because I'm trying to figure out why did it piss me off so badly. I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad I started a YouTube channel. I might not get a lot of views. I may not get a lot of people commenting, but it's fine, because this is going to be my little journal that I can look back into and say, oh, I did that. At least I can say I did this. At least I can say I did something that's different. I have a YouTube channel. I can say that. No, I'm not saying that I wouldn't like them subscribes and them likes though, and them comments though. So do me a favor. If you made it all the way to the damn end, and you were just wondering who the hell I was, thank you. I love you. If you're coming from Facebook or Instagram, Songbirds Closet, thank you for your continued support. If you go on my Facebook page, Songbirds Closet, I'm doing free readings. So if you get there before I decide F it all, good luck. But thank you. Like I said, my goal is to get 500 subscribers before the end of the year's up. So if you can help me out, if you can like, if you can share, if you can subscribe, that'd be amazing. That'd be awesome. When I get my camera, because my husband said he's gonna get a camera. He's bought a camera, so I'm gonna use his camera. I'm probably gonna do more stuff other than tarot reading, the spiritual stuff. I might make skirts or dresses. I might play video games. It's just I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life right now. Because I know tarot, I could do where I explain each card, what it actually means. Because a lot of people have this misconception that each tarot card, certain cards, like some people, I met one lady who said that a curse was on me. But how, sis? You only pulled swords. Swords don't mean curses. But that would be my next video. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.